yard at some point. It's kind of hard to get packages here because I'm above a residential, or excuse me, a commercial building, and they always try to deliver to them. Um, it's kind of surprising. You'd think that they would start accepting the packages and then they would just let me know. You would think someone would do something for me. It's everyone's fault but mine. I don't know. Maybe put a little bit of music up. They say music's bad for work, but who are they? I didn't specify who the proverbial they are, but work is work, 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 work. As of recently, sometimes I get how do I say this? Like I'm having trouble with um handling large projects like this. Like how do I say this? There are I don't even know how to explain it. Basically that I feel like I'm more better mentally trained to do things on a daily basis, but doing something that may take a year becomes very difficult to stay motivated for day after day. Yeah, that's probably not unique, right? I'm sure a lot of people go through that. But some days I get up and I'm like, I don't understand. Oh, look at this. The Sarah Boone case is on. Yeah, I'll put that on. Wow. ESPN changed everything, right? Everyone just turned into ESPN. They have a they're recording this case live, and they're just reporting the same way that sports commentators would. What do we got here? So I don't want to give up too much, but that's how you mute things on YouTube. Press M. Rated M for mature. So we kind of have these. Or maybe what we could do is I don't know. I should make a sign for delivery. I recently had something delivered like right on the sidewalk. And I live in the city, so it's kind of like, it's a bit of a bummer. But people out here are actually pretty good about stuff like that. There aren't a bunch of people trying to take advantage of things. There's a mentality in certain cultures where people are like, well, it's your own fault. Like this really, never really understood that one. It kind of irritates me. Like if your bike gets stolen out here, people just kind of, well, that's on you, instead of like trying to figure out what the core issue is. Yeah, I should probably isolate these panels. I just sent away for the most premium printed of a book that I've ever tested out, with color, premium paper, the works. And that'll be coming in, gosh, when is that supposed to come? I think in 3 days. Amazon's pretty good about sending these proofs out. Orders. Arriving Saturday. And it could come sooner. I think they're printed in this state as well. So Saturday, and then what do we got here? So, honestly, I should probably bust out the cover and do a cleanup of the cover. Also, once I get this other project, I need to get my talent on board. Oh, sorry, just thinking out loud. Right, kitty? Look at my helper. Charlie. There she is. It's my little helper, Charlie girl. She knows when I'm getting locked in to do some work. She knows like the stages of my day. It's pretty cool. She likes to join me for them. When I first got her, she was not that interested in me and was actually pretty afraid of me. But I've been pretty good to her, and she bites me pretty hard sometimes, and I don't retaliate. So she's smart enough to understand that maybe I'm her ally. Perspective. Ow. Anyway, where are we at here? So, since I kind of am slow to draw, I'll tell you what's going on right now. So I sent out the very last test, well, maybe not the last test copy, but one of the very last kind of test copies where I saw what we have available for publishing. And I'll get that on Saturday. I have, the book is at about 210 pages, and there's a number of pages, which would be actually probably a good idea for me to get into. There's a number of pages that need to essentially be, I would say, blacked out because I can't guarantee that I can do every single background and make my deadline. So, compromises are going to have to be made. And so there's a number of scenes where the backgrounds haven't been added. And so I'm going to black those out because in the worst case scenario, some pages will be just straight up blacked out. It's just going to be what it is. And we're going to try to minimize that as much as possible by sitting at the drawing desk and making sure that we get what needs to be said in order for this to be really conducive. One of the biggest issues with the first book was, one of the biggest issues with the first book was the lack of, clarity, I think, for some people. And it was because there was a lot of stuff that went unsaid, and people like closure, when they jump into something like this and they want to have some sort of conclusion and yada, yada, yada. And you don't owe anyone anything in that sense, but I will say that this isn't one of those stories where it needed to necessarily be kind of untied ends. And I think that's the reason why I ended up doing this next project, is because I really wanted to tie up a long form story. And this turned into something very charming that I can keep adding to and serialize in a whole epic that I can contain. So that's very satisfying. But the hard part is that I didn't tie down the details of the story. I just started drawing, and some drawings I really got very epic with. And what gets scary is that at a certain point you have to, now that has to be part of the story no matter what. And sometimes while you're still creating, you have other ideas that seem like better ideas, but then you're also limited to the events that have happened. So it's an interesting exercise, and I think it's good for me in the long run. But I will say, I think that the people who suffer is they could technically get a better book from me if I had a more tied down story before I got started. And I like the improvisational process. I think it's something that I think Hayao Miyazaki does. And so that's very cool. There's that. But I wonder if there's any way to put these in order. Whoops. So yeah, I kind of wanted to do that because I like his work, but I think also he's like really, really good at the craft. And so since I'm still learning, I think that maybe that's not a level of function that I'm at yet. And then I really need to nail down the elements that I'm good at communicating and things of that sort. So that's kind of where I'm at with everything. Nice. Okay. So let's maybe rasterize this. But for now, what I have to do is get through these. Let's see, where we at? Everything sounds like a shipping truck when you're expecting a package. Ugh. So for now, I'm going to add these panels, and at some point, I'm going to... This is kind of interesting because you can still see what I'm up to. You can still see what I'm up to. What does that even mean? I actually saw that there was recently an E. coli breakout in McDonald's, and McDonald's stock fell a lot. I don't know what the deal is with that. Didn't someone die? Let's see, McDonald's. You know, I eat a lot of McDonald's. I've probably eaten a lot of McDonald's in the last couple years. CDC, yeah. Quarter pounder. Yeah. Looks like someone passed away. I don't think people are worried, though. Let's be honest. McDonald's is just one of those brands. I don't know how it just is so effective, and people love it. Like, living in Chicago, there's the McDonald's headquarters. I think it's the world headquarters, too. And tourists will come and eat there. Like, they like it. They're like, well, if this is the headquarters. Could you imagine if someone came to Chicago just to see the McDonald's world headquarters? I would say it'd be pretty disappointing, honestly. The vestibule, it's supposed to have every item in the world available, and that's definitely not the case. God bless it. Yeah, I guess we don't black these out. What about this? Okay, here's another one. Hold on, I think someone might be here. Let's go check. You know what I will say? As of now, I would say that I am a full-fledgling media company. Not saying if we're doing great or bad or anything, but juggling a lot of projects at once with serious implications and time frames at hand. Let's take a look at this real quick. This was not very well packaged for what I was told how valuable this was. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys. This is an NDA product, but I just am curious how this came about. Surprised you can just use an Amazon box. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. This will be cool. So think about this. I'm making a graphic novel during the day, and at some point I'll be getting ready to shoot a video. Cool stuff, huh? It's a pretty good feeling. It's a pretty good feeling. Cool, delivered. Delivery! Alright, I was worried that was going to become a very painful process, and it actually was not. Actually was not. I wonder how much more stuff I can get taken care of in one day. Well, we got to keep pushing the book. The book's a big deal. Hopefully people can get this for Christmas. That's what I'm hoping. And then this one. This should be a whole page. Let's see how much we can get in here. There we go. I guess rasterize didn't really matter, but there's a lot of stuff over here you guys don't get to see that I'm doing. But you can see the drawing, so not all is lost. No kitty. Just got a little kitty assistant right here. It's hard to draw when she's right here. What, kitten? I have to draw. It's not about you, girl. Oh, wrong way. Package delivered. Yes. There we go. Let's make it more presentational than trying to actually get contrast. Sorry. Kitty cam. There's no way to comfortably do this unless I guess maybe I put you over here. No, that won't do it either. Yeah, if I could put it on a stand or something. But I don't want to move her. You're really here for the scritches anyway, aren't you? Aren't you? You're here for the scritches. All right, so let's merge these down. Dang, I got to get through this scene too. Camera placement's tough. I should just have multiple cameras going. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Or even the invitational dock. How long have I been streaming? 35 minutes? Yeah. What else? And then also, yeah, we got these with JobBot. I feel like these could be combined. What are you sighing for, kitty? What are you so stressed out about? Well, that isn't it. How in the world did that not work? Oops. Hey, how come I can't grab this? There we go. Oops. Oh, kitty getting bored? You getting bored there, little kitty? Little kitten? A bored kitten? Monsterpiece Theater is a masterpiece. Oh, yeah? Ew. Wednesday Comics Review. Definitely want to get a ticket to Godzilla's Monsterpiece Theater. Oh. Interesting. What do you think, Kitten? Ooh, that's a tough one. These are tough ones too. Oh, goodness gracious. This one probably needs blacking out. Ooh, that's an interesting one. These two. Should do a 5-minute-a-thon. What's up, kitty? Where are we at here? We're almost about an hour. I should probably grab my laptop and go do some studying and get some stuff written. Probably going to do that outside of the apartment, because otherwise you kind of get stuck and like it's tough. You got to change your environments. So I'm going to do that, right, kitten? Right? Cute little kitty, yeah. We've come a long way. She used to just try to destroy me, and now she appreciates me for all that I give her. These massages and all the food and toys. We go on trips, but she's not a huge fan of the trips. The uncertainty makes her uncomfortable. I wonder if something happens internally to a cat that we're not familiar with when it goes very fast. Because dogs seem to love being in the car. Cats, they seem to freak out. You wanna tell everybody what it is, Charlie? Yeah? Smile with your eyes. Smile with the eyes. Well, we got about another minute or so before we hit that 1 hour mark. And I think 1 hour is good. I'll be back. I'm going to do administrative stuff when it comes to the video business, if you will. But we got to keep drawing this bad boy. So, I don't know. It's really hard to tell how far we are along in the book. I think at this point, it would probably be good to start highlighting pages. That's a good one. Maybe start pulling stuff from for the website. Yeah, these ones worked out well. Do have to get back in here, like for example with that arm. Well, actually, you know, in this case, what I could do is I could just remove the arm. I guess you don't really need it. Like this. And then yeah, there we go. And then you can just kind of come in and tighten things up as we come through. Maybe add another layer of dark. But there's a lot of leeway in graphic novels. Like, that's the reason why I keep saying I'm close to being done, because really, in a lot of ways, I could black out the rest of this book and I think it would still fit within the genre. We just need to set it up in a presentational way. In a presentational way. Right, Kitty? Right, Kitty? Ha! I didn't even do the blacking in here. Kitty trying to get comfy? You trying to get comfy? You trying to get comfy, Kitty? Kitty! How come that's not working? Oh, I guess it is. Something I'm missing, though. That's alright. Let's go like this. Please don't mess up my pants, cat. You'd be fucking up my clothes so bad. Yeah, so here we are with this. These ones had some more high quality renders on them. But I got to just sit down and get some real details clunked out of here and get this final cut of this finally together. So I'm going to go grab my laptop, leave my kitten here. I'd hook a GoPro up to her. You guys could watch her all day. You could stream all day. Then she could maybe make us some money, huh? I'm not sure how you make money from streaming yet, but anyway, so that was about an hour of me basically blacking out certain panels like this one to really add some presentational aspect to the book as we start getting into crunch time for publishing the book. Obviously, many hours are left, but it's hard to know how many hours are left. I look at certain scenes and go, oh shit, I didn't realize that I needed to get on that. And then that's what it becomes really heartbreaking. You're like, oh, no, I didn't know that was a thing. But I think that's probably a very common thing with these kinds of products. But I like serving the public with entertainment. Actually, it would be interesting to go to this other one. Because if we go to Story B, I think we do all right. Some of these need some work. But Story B is pretty solid. Yeah, not too bad. There's some stuff that needs to be worked out, but I think we're okay. So anyway, for anybody who's watched this far, thank you for hanging out on this post stream. If you're watching and you go, oh no, I missed the stream, I wanted to hang out, I'll be back soon. Make sure to hit the notifications for other times when I show up on the streams, and I'll be here. But I feel like when I wake up in the morning, I should just get up and do these right away. My routine isn't great yet, but it's good. It's fair to good. It was bad, but now it's fair to good, and now we're getting into good and better, and day after day we're compounding our efforts, and it's good stuff. A lot of psychological breakthroughs for me, a lot of gratitude. So it's good stuff. It's good. And it's kind of interesting too. I've watched more people stream, and the more I watch people stream, I realize that a big element of this service is literally just having someone talking in your ear, or someone who can just yammer on for long periods of time. And so, maybe I'll just open up the stream and I'll just yammer for maybe an hour, 45 minutes to start it off. That might be a good move. But I don't know. Maybe I can get Kitten to start meowing in the background. We won't even call it a stream. We'll call it a meowcast. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Give me a follow. Turn on the notifications for the streams. And yeah, we're going to keep making art for the world. Take care, y'all.